Episode 7. The Squirrel Who Couldn't Sit Still Season 1 Kiddo Tube. The morning sun peeked over the trees of Colorville as Luna greeted viewers with a big smile. Welcome to Kiddo Tube. Don't forget to like and subscribe for another magical story you'll love. A blur of energy darted between the branches, rustling leaves and sending acorns flying. It was Tippy the squirrel, racing with wild joy. Tippy flipped over a mushroom, bounced off a stump, and zoomed up a tree trunk so fast it made the birds dizzy. Grizzle the panda was painting his garden when Tippy zoomed by, knocking over paint jars and turning a flower blue. "Whoa there, little rocket!" Grizzle chuckled as he cleaned up the mess, but Tippy had already disappeared. Luna and Callie were reading peacefully under the rainbow leaf tree when Tippy crash-landed into their picnic blanket. Puzzle pieces flew, juice spilled, and Luna's sandwich somersaulted through the air and landed on her head. Callie sighed as she tried to fix the puzzle while Tippy danced on one leg and declared, "I'm just too excited to sit." Luna offered him a storybook, but before she could open it, Tippy had chased a ladybug across the field. The friends watched him blur into the trees, wondering if he ever truly saw anything at all in his wild rush. Tippy followed the ladybug all the way to the quiet slopes of Gentle Mountain, where everything moved slow and calm. He skidded to a stop in front of an ancient turtle resting on a smooth rock, humming softly to himself. "Hi there, Turbo." "Tail," the turtle said with a chuckle. "What brings you speeding into my stillness?" Tippy did a double spin and replied, "I can't stop. There's too much fun to find." The turtle smiled wisely and said, "Sometimes you find the best treasures when you're still enough to notice them." Tippy blinked, confused, then shrugged and zigzagged away, the turtle's words floating behind him like a breeze. Back in Colorville, Bobo the bear was sculpting a clay statue when Tippy somersaulted by, splashing clay everywhere. "Sorry, Bobo," Tippy called, still flipping in midair as Bobo laughed and tried to reshape his clay bear as the sun set. The friends gathered around the storytelling fire, where each took turns sharing peaceful, thoughtful tales. When it was Tippy's turn, he zipped to the center and started talking so fast that no one could follow his words. Max the mouse gently interrupted. "We want to hear your story, Tippy, but maybe try a little slower." Tippy looked around and saw how everyone sat still, listened closely, and shared smiles with each tale. He took a deep breath, paused, and began again, this time slower. His voice finding a steady rhythm. He told them about the sparkling crystals inside a hidden cave behind the waterfall, an adventure no one knew about. As he spoke with calm excitement, the others leaned in, imagining the glittering cave and the echoing water sounds. When he finished, everyone clapped, and Tippy felt something warm inside. He had truly connected. Callie smiled wide and said, "That was beautiful, Tippy. Who knew you had such stories inside you?" Tippy sat beside Grizzle afterward, quietly watching the firelight flicker against the trees. "I like that," he whispered, amazed at how nice it felt to just be still. The next day, Tippy still bounced and played, but he also helped Luna build a block tower without knocking it down. He worked with Callie to finish the picnic puzzle, patiently fitting each piece while humming a soft tune with Bobo. He sculpted a clay version of Gentle Mountain and even added the turtle, slow smile and all. When the ladybug flew by again, Tippy watched it float instead of chasing, smiling at how it sparkled in the sun. That evening, he visited the turtle and sat beside him, not saying much, just enjoying the quiet view. "You found your balance," the turtle said. "Speed and stillness can both be joyful." Tippy nodded, feeling more whole than ever, like he had finally found the secret ingredient he was missing. The fireflies lit up the night, and Tippy told a story to the younger forest critters, slow and full of wonder. They sat on mossy cushions, wide-eyed and happy. As Tippy described riding a breeze down the mountain, he saw how his words painted pictures in their minds, and he felt proud to give them that gift later. The forest creatures all gathered for a quiet lullaby circle, and Tippy hummed along without bouncing once. Bobo handed him a tiny kite with stars on its tail and said, "Now you can fly slow and high." Tippy grinned and gently tossed it into the air, watching it dance in the moonlight like a dream. Luna gave him a hug and whispered, "You're still our squirrel of speed, but now your heart moves just as beautifully." As the moon shined down, Tippy curled up in a cozy nest of moss and closed his eyes, not even twitching. The forest sighed in peace, its energy balanced by the little squirrel who had finally found his stillness. The stars sparkled above like tiny reminders that even the fastest souls need time to rest. The screen faded as Luna's voice whispered, "Thanks for watching, friends. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Kiddo Tube." A final banner appeared with playful music. Join us next week for episode 8, The Clock That Tickled Time, only on Kiddo Tube.